An update in the Romeo Lacoste versus Keemstar courtroom drama. Romeo Lacoste asked to refile by the judge. Hi, I'm Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point News. Before we get started, I want you to go right there. I want you to check out that video because I'm basically going to pick up where I left off. That's right. John Scream is a member of our team. He's doing a great job over on the other channel. And he started this story off, and he's going to get you all the, cross every T and dot every I. And I'm going to pick up where that left off because I can't squeeze that all in one video. I'm not trying to make a long video. I'm trying to make a continuation video. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, he can get you up to speed. And I'm not going to make much of an effort. I'm basically going to assume that you know. Now, as I said at the top of the in the intro there, that apparently Romeo Lacoste's lawyer has been told to refile his anti-slap. And what basically happened was this. Keemstar, when he was sued, filed for an anti-slap. An anti-slap is a law unique to California. Do keep in mind I'm not a lawyer. I'm just doing the best I can with reporting it, to shut down frivolous lawsuits. So Romeo Lacoste filed, Keemstar filed an anti-slap, and the information that I have for you right now basically has to do with Romeo Lacoste's lawyer telling the judge why this doesn't qualify as an anti-slap. The first thing might be the most outrageous thing. Romeo Lacoste's lawyer, or Romeo, his representative, claims that Romeo's sex life is not a part of the public interest. Now, I think Keemstar would argue, considering he's having extremely graphic conversations with pictures of the male anatomy with clearly underage girls. I think that's a public interest because if I saw my daughter chatting with Romeo Lacoste, I know absolutely to get involved. I'd get involved either way. But yeah, they're claiming that that is not of the public interest. And here is the best part, because neither Romeo or Keemstar are truly public figures. That's going to be a tough sell. Now, if you get some kind of boomer judge in there and says, "Yeah, I don't see Keemstar on late night television, therefore he's not a public figure," yeah, I guess. But there is no doubt, it's an undisputable fact that Keemstar makes his living through the public eye. Now, I think I understand why the lawyer for Romeo Lacoste would want to claim that both Romeo and Keem are just regular guys, and one of them is making horrible allegations against the other. From what I understand, and I'm not a lawyer, the bar to qualify for things like defamation, slander, and libel is a lot higher for a public figure. So if he's not a public figure, it lowers it. I guess Romeo Lacoste is going to be portrayed like, he's he's working McDonald's trying to hold down a job and pay his rent, 2-3 jobs and pay his rent. He's a regular guy. I doubt that's going to work, because you could easily show that Romeo was the celebrity tattoo artist, one of the big ones in all of Los Angeles, 900,000 subs on YouTube concurrently. He's got a social media following, and I would imagine that a bulk of the money that he makes, or at least made at the time, was through social media interactions, and that makes you a public figure in my book, unless some judge in the future rules another way. They also complain that Keem has a propensity to call people the P word. The P word. Can't talk like adults here. Not if you want to get monetized. And he has a history of bringing false P word claims against other people. The one that comes to mind, of course, is the 4 years ago. What was that gentleman's name? Roy Glory and Gold on Twitch streamer. He's an older Twitch streamer. And Keem claims that one of his news names absolutely botched the story. Did work out in the end. Scarce did some videos. Keem apologized, offered to pay off any damages. Rory became a bit of a Twitch hero for a little bit. I'm not sure what he's doing now. Not sure if he's still streaming. But yeah, we have seen situations in the past where Keem does run to that. Of course, the story that Nick DiOrio broke on his channel, I'll put that in the corner too, where he seemed to want to frame a YouTuber, Just Destiny, as the P word. The P word. Yeah, there's some truth to that here. I don't know what his history, and I think this would probably be a question for Nick Rekieta. How does Keem's history play into this particular event? That's a question that I can't imagine months. Let's say Keem did this 20 other times. I mean, he was kind of the I Am Alex of his day 4 or 5 years ago. What about now? Because we have the evidence. The girl has come forward. She has shown the pictures. He has been accused of this tons of times by other girls that claimed they were below the age of 18 when they were dating him. This is very interesting. And I think the most interesting thing that, Keem's defense is this guy's doing this. Here's the evidence. And none of the paperwork that I've seen is there any kind of denial. He's not denial. He's just saying this is not of the public interest. Romeo Lacoste, that is. There's no denial. Like, can you imagine if you're 20, 30, 40-year-old guy watching this right now, if some 16-year-old said to Keemstar, "You're PP," and he started, what would you do? Would you be like, "Hey, I could do that"? Yeah, it's not a problem. Hey, Keemstar, my sex life isn't in your interest. This is too funny. And to show this is a bit of a lull suit, apparently there was some procedural problems on Romeo Lacoste's side. If you're looking at this document right here, the judge has requested that he actually refile. Now, I can't get into all the ins and outs and what he got wrong or why the judge asked him, but here's what I do know. He did something the judge didn't like, or the procedure that the judge expected was not met. So he's going to have to refile pretty much his entire lawsuit. I wonder if that means that Keem has to refile his slap. So this latest filing is going to somewhat fall on deaf ears because the judge isn't satisfied with how Romeo Lacoste's lawyer handled it. I was reading about Billy Mitchell before. Apparently, he's representing himself in the lawsuit against Twin Galaxies, Donkey Kong Forums, and of course YouTuber Apollo Legend. He's filed per se, I suppose, which makes him his own lawyer. One of the reasons that you need a lawyer, and people think you're nuts when you try to represent yourself, which is, by the way, 100% legal in most cases, is procedure. You will get killed with procedure if you don't know what you're doing, the right paperwork, this, that, and the other. Every T has to be crossed, every I has to be dotted. Otherwise, anybody could be a lawyer. And there wouldn't be this wonderful, wonderful industry of lawyers taking everybody's money. That's all I got for you. I hope I updated you with the latest Romeo Lacoste lull suit against Keemstar, a guy that doesn't seem to have any problem and doesn't think there's anything wrong or illegal with talking to underage kids and sending them pictures of his pee-pee.